Hi there everybody, Bald&curious here. So, Dirt Road Gun Show, he wants to shoot IDPA, and Mr. Pop Squats is trying to talk him out of it. So, Pop Squats came up with the 10 reasons why USPSA is better than IDPA, but he never shot IDPA. So I'm shooting both. I'm shooting the 3-gun as well, not as much, but I'm shooting quite a bit of IDPA, quite a bit of USPSA. You can go scroll through my videos. I'll put a couple of links in the descriptions for some bigger IDPA matches. Now, so let's see. Here's my 10 reasons why IDPA is, I'm not gonna say better, I'm gonna be a nice guy. I'm on this whole quest being a nice guy, but it's just as good as USPSA. Let's see, number 10. It's not as expensive. You don't need a lot. All you need is a gun and 3 magazines. 9mm Glock 19 and you're good to go. Number 9. You can literally shoot it with your carry gear. Here's my P10C inside the waistband holster, 3 magazines. You can shoot it. You don't need no fancy vest. You cover the gun with your shirt. You're good to go, just like in the real life. Number 8. Guess what, Pops? You can shoot a pistol caliber carabine in IDPA. Yes, you can. Absolutely. You can shoot a rifle in the IDPA. Which brings me to number 7. We have a division for a backup gun. So you can shoot a little gun like this in a competition as well. As a matter of fact, they used to have a Buck Nationals, backup gun nationals at Smith & Wesson in Massachusetts. I haven't had it for the last 2 years. Now, let's see. USPSA guys, they get to use the fancy vest. Well, fancy jerseys with all that. Well, we got a vest, so you can do the same thing. You go buy a nice vest, and you're not buying a Walmart cheap vest. This was like a $50 at Cabela's, and you can put some logos on it, whatever. You can dress it up so it looks nice. Okay, now number 5. You don't need a fancy gun like this, but if you choose to, you can shoot a fancy gun. Now, rules are kind of iffy, but we'll get to that in a bit. Let's see. Scoring. You gotta be a freaking rocket scientist to figure out the scoring in USPSA on the fly. Okay? That's why they got those fancy tablets to keep a score. IDPA, the guy with the pen and paper can score the whole match, no problem. Simple. You got a target, you shoot at X amount of time. Everything down here is down 0, everything in here is down 0. Everything over here is down 1, everything over here is down 3. Every down is a 1 second. Easy enough. If you put 1 here and 1 here, that's down 1, that's plus 1 second to your time. Couldn't really be any easier. USPSA is all about speed. You can have a guy shoot a lot faster than you, but miss so much target or shoot a couple of no-shoots, and he's still gonna beat you because it's all about running and gunning. Alright, now the rules. Yeah, the rules are a little different. You gotta think on the fly. You gotta plan your stage a little different. In USPSA, it's purely run and gun, so you figure out how to run the stage as fast as possible and shoot as fast as possible. This doesn't really happen in IDPA. There's usually only 1 or 2 ways you can shoot the stage, so it's more about the shooter, less about actually planning the stage. Now, rules. Here are some of the stupid rules. This is Wilson Combat 1911 in 9mm. Now, based on a ruling I got from IDPA, it's legal in ESP, which is Enhanced Service Pistol, as long as it meets the weight. Here's a Wilson Combat magazine. With this magazine, it does not fit the weight. The weight limit is 43 ounces. With this magazine, it's 43.2. But here's a Wilson Combat magazine. With this magazine, it's legal because it weighs 42.8 ounces, which makes it legal for ESP division. Couple of stupid rules, but kind of more realistic, is you can't drop the magazine unless you're in a slide lock. If accidentally you're not in a slide lock, but you know your chamber's empty, you can drop the slide. If you're not sure, you better retain the mag. That's just a little more rules. So because of that, when you're shooting your stage and you're planning your reloads and something happens, you have to think on the fly a little more than in USPSA. Stages. Stages. Now you gotta be in this with me. IDPA, especially on the big matches, IDPA stage is a lot more fun, a lot more realistic. Usually not as many rounds, but I got to shoot out of the car. I got to shoot through laser beams. I got to run through whatever laser beam activates cascading targets. I got to shoot in a space station, which was a platform suspended, and you had to kind of hold yourself with one-handed. You get to shoot at night with the flashlight, so it doesn't get any more realistic than that. Okay, and now he said that #1 for USPSA is hotter chicks. Well, yeah, well, that's like if you're Taran Butler, probably. But you know what? There's some cool chicks hanging around Bob Vogel as well. But #1 for IDPA that I'm gonna say is, it stands for International Defensive Pistol Association, which means you can shoot the same competition all over the world. USPSA, unfortunately, is United States Practical Shooting Association, which you only shoot in the USA. There you go. And I'm gonna have a bonus point. It doesn't matter what you're shooting, even if it's a stupid bullseye shooting. Go out there and shoot. Go out there and have fun. Practice, practice, practice. It doesn't matter what you're shooting, it's all practice. As always, have fun. Keep shooting.